How's it going, YouTube? It's me, the Cool Loser, finally back again, and this video is going to be on how I tweaked my phone with these Xposed apps. I promised you guys this long time ago, and I'm finally going to get to it. I've had a lot of busy times and unfortunate events. Another thing I want to mention is I'm on the Nexus 5, as you see, so you will have to be rooted to do these options that I'm about to show you, and it's going to be a long video. So in any application that I'm in, I can still drag up and check it out. I can just drop right in it and it would load. You can see that I have different navigation buttons. I can go to the last application I was in by double tapping. I can scroll to the left, music volumes. Go to the right, you got toggles we can turn on and off. Instead of having to drag down on this side, you will see that I got a whole bunch of more toggles as well. They're even smaller, there's even a whole bunch. There's even a camera right here that I could take a picture. I could go into expandable. Well, you can see the navigation button disappear. See that? And then we get the pie controls where we can navigate through this. Also the dismissing of all our recent applications by tabbing. I also have the app that shows you this animation, how I did it. Extra power controls. Lock screen differences, as you see, I can see through my phone. You can set custom rings in here. You can double tap to go to sleep. You could also double tap the status bar. As soon as I plug in headphones in here, gonna launch an application. Yeah, change and alter all the colors and notifications, add more stuff, center it, remove them. I'm gonna go into Snapchat right here and I'm going to press and I will type away. Hey, thanks for taking your time to rate this video, because I know you're going to do it, right? But how am I writing so much? That's because I have a root app that allows me to do this. So much more that you're going to see in this video, so stay tuned. Nothing has changed with the firmware. Nothing has changed with the operating system. Everything is the same. I'm actually running on 4.4.2, so pay attention closely to everything that you're going to see right here. I bring down the notifications. This is the type of look tool. You can dismiss as normal. 2 fingers brings up to 9. If I want to turn off my Wi-Fi, I have to hold on to it. If I touch it, it brings me into the options. Now you see that you got your navigation bars down here, but if I hold down onto it, nothing happens. Hold back, nothing happens. Hold home, that's the only thing that happens. I can go back into there. Nothing extra happens by swiping left and right. Holding down the volume, you will see that we got the black bar here and just one single volume thing there. Remember, pay attention to everything that's stock right now, but if you want to tweak everything that's stock on your phone without having a custom ROM, just how it is right now, and alter it like a custom ROM. Before you do any of this stuff, you want to make a backup of your current ROM, so in case you mess anything up, which is going to be hard, but maybe you didn't tweak something right and you don't know how to revert it, you want to be able to come back to a stage where before you even tweaked anything. Okay, so the easiest way that I do it to get Xposed Framework, I want to download Wanham Kit. As you see that I'm on 4.4 and above, this is for the KitKat version. There is another one that you can get for lower devices. You don't have to have a Nexus device to be able to do these type of tweaks. As you see, there's Wanham Xposed. If you click in here, this one brings you to the 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 for TouchWiz, Samsung ROMs, and others. But just go to Wanham Xposed and find this and install the right one for you. This is the one I need for 4.4 and above. I want to press open, and you can see it needs to download the Xposed installer, so that framework is required. So I want to press download Xposed installer. I want to say okay. And then up here, we will see that it's downloaded. Click onto it, and it will give you the option to install Xposed Installer. I'm able to install this right now, but you're most likely going to have to go into your settings to allow third parties, not from the Play Store, applications to be stored onto your device. So you want to go into the security, and you want to go into unknown sources. Allow installation of apps from sources other than the Play Store. It'll be unchecked like this, but you want to check it, and it'll tell you yes, and then you should be good to go to installing this. Press install. Xposed installer is installed. Press done. Now I want to go into my apps and go to Xposed installer. Select that. You see welcome to the Xposed installer framework. We want to click on here. It says be careful. Some cases you might not boot after installing Xposed. Don't show again. I have not had a problem. See, I'm going to install the update. I'm going to grant permission, and I want to reboot right now. So my phone is rebooting As you see, I am unlocked and I am rooted. You have to have that in order for you to be doing what I'll be showing you. Step by step and what it takes, what application it does, so you're going to be able to exactly do it how I did it. So while everything's loading, as usual, everything has to boot up. And now it is installed, so let's go into Xposed Installer, and you will see it is now finally running right. Now I want to go into the download section, and the download section is going to show you what you can install, but you're going to have hundreds of choices to tweak, to customize your stock ROM. You don't need custom ROMs anymore. This will tweak it like other custom ROMs already have the ability built in, except you can keep your stock. If you like your TouchWiz ROM, you can tweak it out just using this framework. Look at that little tab right there. It's going to go down ways, and all these are downloadable for your phone. Like you got Cyan lock screen, you can deep sleep battery saver. I will show you which ones are the ones that I download. It's gonna go into GravityBox, click on here, it's description, go on the versions, you want to press download. So now I am downloading, and now I'm here to the GravityBox. Now this is the big one, this is the important one, this is the one that tweaks out your phone heavily. Like it puts all the tweaks that you want from all other tweaks that you can do into one. And I'm gonna press open. We got this notification up here, says we have to restart our phone in order for it to work. Now I'm going to press OK, exits, and I want to go into the Xposed model, and I want to check these. These will allow these downloads to tweak. I'll go into the framework, and we want to do a reboot. And it says, are we sure? Yes. What GravityBox does is going to completely go into the framework and add all those cool features that you'll be able to change and see. Remember what I showed you, and I'm going to show you briefly of all the quick changes it did just for allowing GravityBox to be installed without me having to tweak anything. It's already going to do it on its own. Bring down, and now let's do this, and look at all those extra toggles. Lots of toggles there. Ringer, volume, LTE, sync, tethering. This is an important part. When you have this, you get free tethering. Shh, don't tell anybody. So useful. Here's a torch on. You can disable, take all these off, add more, rearrange them. So now let's take out GravityBox. So now we have 3 now. With extended nav bar, now try doing this. You cannot, because this allows you to do these little cool tweaks there. As you see, there's more toggles here. Instead of having to bring this down and go here and turn them off from there, it's not a hassle. But if you want even more shortcuts, this is what's possible with Xposed applications. But let's go into GravityBox. Now here we have Lockscreen Tweaks, Statusbar Tweak, Navigation Bar Tweaks, Pie Controls, Power Tweaks, Display, Phone Tweaks, Media Launcher Tweaks, Navigation Keys, Application Launcher, Screen Recording, Miscellaneous Tweaks, Ultimate Notification Control. So you got all these. You click into them, you're gonna have tons of options. Master Switch. I'll be able to select things, but I won't do anything until I reboot the phone. Once I reboot with the Master Switch, I won't have to keep rebooting every time. This is just to do one master switch. Once you select them, they will require reboot. So you want to select the most you can so you can only do one reboot instead of having to do all the reboots every single time. For now, I can't do anything until I reboot the phone. So I'm going to do a power off. And now I'm going to power on. Get back into the navigation bar tweaks. But you see, always show menu key. If I select that, it'll show menu key right there. Turn it off. Swap back and recent keys. This is the one I like. I like to swap it, and this is the way I like it. Enable Android L navigation. This is the new one. Let's select that. Changes will take until after reboot, which I will show you in a little bit. Remember, this is what they look like. Enable nav colors. You can change the colors. Let's select that, and I'll just do a reboot here. That's the only time-consuming thing, but it's not hard to get to. But now look at it. Now we got the recents, we got the home, and we got the back button. So now we have that Android L, lollipop, lemon cake, whatever it's gonna be. Those are the navigations I have. Go into GravityBox again. GravityBox, like I said, it's genius. It's so much better than having to do custom ROMs. It's literally just adding tweaks to the framework. So that's why I don't really need custom ROMs anymore, because I'm able to do it all through here. But now we got the navigation bar tweaks. Go back to it, and we'll go into the colors. If we want to change the colors, let's do blue, since blue is my favorite color. Let's try that, select that, and now we got blue. Maybe you want red. Let's see what red looks like. Oop, a little bit more red. Red, look at that, that's red. That's pretty cool looking there. You gotta admit, that's pretty sweet. How about background color? So that's the very bottom, all blue. Click on it, and that's blue there. So you got those changes. Navigation bar height, you can change it. But let's go back up and go Lockscreen Tweaks. Now this is where we can change. I love doing this. Last screen, I'm in my Instagram, turn it off, or turn screen off, turn it back on, and we still get the, you know, normal wallpaper in the background. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go into last screen, blur effect, hell yeah, because I love that blur effect look in the background, backward opacity. And then I'm gonna turn it off, turn it on, and that's the last screen we're at. Now I'm gonna go back into here, turn off, and there we have it. There's the see-through, like we're seeing through the phone, we can see what's in the background, and we unlock, and that's how it goes. That's awesome, I love this. Okay, looking more into the lock screen area, you see this is the arc. There's nothing extra fancy. When I bring this up, that's all there is, right? Nothing extra. But now let's go to the lock ring targets. We can go turn on. We can select here. It's gonna give us the options. Let's say I want my camera there, Hangouts, messaging, and it's not gonna be in the best order. You're gonna have to find out where you do that and turn it back on, and you'll see there we have extra little things there, so we can just, you know, jump right into it as soon as you drop it off. Very convenient, very nice, and you can obviously switch them off and on. Show battery arc, right here, right around the little unlock area. Show battery arc, enable torch, unlocking the ring handle a long press. If you select that, turn this off, turn it on, select, hold on to it, and then we got torch light. I'm not going to go through everything, but you can see that you got lots of different enable double tap to sleep. I like that one. So if I unlock my phone, there's the battery ring. If I double tap on it, it'll fall asleep. That's how quick it is to change that stuff. Status bar tweaks. This is the status bar. What do you want to change from up here? What do you like? There's a PM there now. There wasn't a PM there before. Change the colors. Let's do it to green. That. Then we have green. You can change the signals and other stuff there. Notification heads up. This is the one where whenever you get notifications, they're gonna pop up right here like a little type right there and then disappear. Notification has the battery settings. Now there's the indicator. This is how I changed my battery icon. That's the one. Click on here. I want to do the circle dash circle battery with percentage. I think it's that one. Yeah, there's that one. You see 71% in there. Clock settings. Now you can see you can hide the clock, center the clocks if you want it into the middle like the iPhone. A lot of people like that. If you like that, then there's no harm doing it. I mean, iPhone has pretty good looking stuff as well. Show date disabled, day and month, and you will see there's the day and month. Show day of the week, so you can show a little like Wednesday. Hide AM or PM. I like to do the smallest, I like to do the smallest size for the PM. Notification panel, clock single tap. I like to change my clock. So whenever I bring the notification down, if I click on that, it's gonna go to my date and time, but I don't want it to go there, so I want it to go into clock. And so when I click into it, it's going to my clock. But now my second long press, I want it to go to my calendar, so whenever I hold it on long, it goes to my calendar. You see? That's how nice it is. No custom ROM. This is just a custom tweak to your stock ROM. Enable brightness control, so if I select this, this will allow me to brighten up and dim down by the notification right here. Enable double tap to sleep. That's if I want to double tap on this, which is not doing anything, you see. Click on that, double tap, and it goes to bed. And wake up. Pi controls I will get into a little bit later. Power tweaks. This is where we want to go to where we see just 3 here. Advanced reboot menu, click on that, and now let's press it, and now we have a reboot. So we can select what we want. Screenshot if in power mode, screen record in power menus. So selecting these will give you more options there. Low battery warning pop-up sound. This is something that I want to only hear. I don't want to see it pop up say my battery is low. I only want to hear it. Battery charge sound. So if you want to, as soon as you plug in your phone, you want to hear different noise, you can tweak that. Display tweaks. This expanded desktop mode, which is the one that I want. You want to do high navigation. So when you do this and you turn this on, you see now I have no more buttons down there, so you can remove them. But the only thing is that I can't get them back unless I do immersive mode. Immersive mode will allow me to swipe up and get the navigation, and then they'll hide again. So you see you can use it like this and swipe up. That is pretty cool. You know, it's only going to be when you have expanded desktop on, and then it goes back to normal. And you got more options there, which I'm not going to tweak. You can test out for yourself. We have phone tweaks. The flip action while ringing. So when the phone rings, if it's like this, it'll turn off. Now I love this one. This is the one I really only do. So whenever I get a call during an application or a game, you know, it kicks me out of the game and then it shows the caller calling you, right? With this one, it allows the call to go through, but you're not being disrupted. You'll only see in the notification saying, hey, this person is calling. So you can kind of miss the call, but you won't, because you'll hear it ring and vibrate on you, but you'll have to open your notification to answer the call, and you're still able to run your app or game without being disrupted if you want to answer it. Show a dial pad automatically, so whenever I open a dialer, so I'm gonna go into the call, you see nothing brings up. Dialer's right here, I have to click that. But if I go into automatically show dial pad, now let's go back into it, and it pops up so I can input people's girls' numbers. So then we got media tweaks. Volume up and down. This is how it happens, right? Expandable volume panel. This is where I select, and you will see that now we got this little option that we can select and turn up individually instead of together. I like that a lot. See, you get the black bar, you want to put it here, and we got that in, you see it see-through type of look there, so you can put your own percentage of what you want to see it go through. Mute volume adjust sound, so you won't hear the beep 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 beep. You can just, that's media tweaks. Launcher tweaks. I don't really do anything here with the launcher tweaks because I have a different app that I will show you. Your navigation key actions, where your navigation keys are right here. If I hold back, nothing happens. If I hold home, nothing really happens other than go home. If I hold my recents, nothing really happens other than launch that. But I want to change that. Long press, default action, you see you can choose an option there. Double tap the home. The only problem is if you do select an action for one of these keys, it's going to have like a 1 second delay. It's going to be an exception. Double tapping, let's say we want to do the voice search. Now if we do double tap, we got Google Now. You can't do that normally. As I turn it off, you see nothing happens with that. Now we'll open app home. You see that quickness? To show you the delay for the double tap, I will show you that delay that it takes. It's not a big delay, but you will notice it. Long press action for the back key. I do like to add something to it. Double tap back key. I did like it to go to switch to previous app. Other settings, lock screen torch. On volume down, long press. So turn the screen off, hold volume down, and I got a flashlight there. And volume down again to turn off. See that all this is customizable through GravityBox. That's why I love it. Double tap, there we go. Last tap, oops. So you can go right back to it if you left it. Screen recording. The option to record everything that's happening as you're moving your phone. You can set the bitrate. I mean, not all the sizes work. You can choose what kind of quality you want, and choose the microphone and record input, which you can test that on your own. Miscellaneous tweaks. This is clear all recent, top right. Before, you didn't have the option to, instead of having to swipe away like this, you can tap on that and it would dismiss all of them. But I want to put it on the bottom right, so now it's right here so I can get to it a lot better. And you can see you got more options there to keep going. And ultimate notification control. Now this is going to allow you to completely tweak out the coloring of every notification light that you receive. So if you get a message through Bank of America, you can change it to be pink. The same thing with anything, like if you know, for Snapchat it's yellow, you can change it to green if you want. You can just completely change the coloring. And the pie controls, enable pie controls. This is where you want to go into when expanded desktop is on. Nothing's going to happen, but if I go into expanded desktop, trigger position, I'll enable all three sides here and the bottom. So if I'm left-handed, I can go back, home, or recents. Trigger size, how much it takes to activate the trigger. Navigation key size, make it a little bit smaller, so you can adjust it to what you would like. You can do more long presses, so if you drop it and leave it on there, it's going to do something else as well. So change the colors of it. No navigation bars there, and you just go in here and you got your options there, or simply go into desktop mode off. And you also have an option over here where you can turn it on, the status bar tweaks. And we'll go into the quick settings and management. Here's the tiles. User, let's see what I don't want to see. Airplane mode, I'll turn that off. Ringer mode, I'll turn that off. Volume off. Network mode, yep. Smart radio, I'll turn that off. Sync, yep. Wi-Fi access point, we'll keep that. We'll turn off torch, that way. Quick record, that's fine. Quick app and app 2. Those are just applications that you custom set, so whenever you come down here and just select one, it'll go right to it. Expandable desktop, we want that one definitely. Screenshot, don't need that. GravityBox, camera, USB tethering, I don't need USB. Music, turn these off. No, but lock screen, quiet hours, compass, I'll keep compass and then press OK. And here we have just the ones that I want, and I could of course go tile reordering. So if I want the NFC to be a lot down here, Wi-Fi access up there. Let's go to the camera to like one of the top ones, like right here. Now check it out. The camera's right there, so now I can secretly take pictures. Tiles per row, you can change it. Right now it's 3, here's 4. So 4 looks a lot better. I'm gonna keep it that way so I don't have to keep scrolling up and down. Quick pull down at the edge of the screen. If I grab here, you see it doesn't bring down. But if I click onto it, click on the right, now I'll get all those options there. I like that quick pull down size. So then I'm gonna go to tile specific settings and swaps touch, long touch, behavior, and adds hide. I wanna do that one. I want all of these. As soon as I touch these, touching to turn my Wi-Fi off. See this? I wanna touch it to turn my Wi-Fi off. I don't want too long touch. I have to restart and it'll work. Okay, now that I restarted my phone, I can go in here and I can press, and you see that it just switches on and off now with a touch of the button instead of having to a long hold. And you could also change this navigation ring, which you go navigation bar tweaks. Go into navigation bar ring and navigation ring targets. And now we can see that the Google Now is gone. I think it's gonna be number 3. And go to here, go shortcuts, which is gonna give you that GravityBox options. You want it to go to Google Now. So now we still have that Google quickness that we can go to. Ring target number 1, which should be on the very right. You set that for a camera, and I'll bring it up. You see there's the camera button now. And over here we'll do my Tweedle. Then we got Twitter right there, and so on. So you got those tweaks. You can even, use it on your lock screen right here. See that? Of course, you got these ones as well you can customize. And that's GravityBox. This is the most that I'm going to be using to show you how to tweak everything, but I still haven't showed you the rest of the stuff. The rest of the stuff as an animation. Okay, so I showed you what GravityBox does and what extended nav bar does. Xposed installers. I no longer need Random Kit, so you can get rid of it. Uninstall it. You won't need it. But let's go into Xposed installer. Once you're in here, you want to keep coming to downloads, and I've downloaded a few of them already. These are the ones I installed right here. Force Fast Scrolls, GravityBox, Keep Chat, Play Store Link, and App Info, Screen Off Animation, Snapchat. I've downloaded a few that I haven't even tried yet, so I'm going to be discovering a few ones there. But now let's go into the animation. As you see me scrolling, you get the smooth, just pan, normal pan. But we want to go into the X Zoo mod. Let's go into the version where we want to download. and it's very quickly. And I'm going to do a reboot because it has to be rebooted with all these other extras. I want to press done, and you see that is the heads up notification. If I tap on it, it's going to go right into it, so you can, you know, quickly, instead of having to drag down and click into it, you can tap on it. So here we got fast scroll. We're going to enable that. Keep chat, Play Store, screen off animation. That's a new one that I haven't even tried yet. Snapchat full caption, snap share, UI mod. That's the one we want. So now we want to go into a reboot. So we'll go into Xposed Installer. We can go into the downloads, and we will see that they are now finally working. So now I can go into them as apps. Grab it, put it out here so I can get to it really quickly. Click on UI mod. But there's more mods here that you can do as well. Like I said, I don't use anything but go into the list view animation. That is to change the animation, list view animation. My favorite one to go to is where it goes to scaling. List view interpreter is anticipate and overshoot. You see that animation? That is pretty sweet. That's the thing that you will get as animation. And you can change it obviously to whatever you want. You can see the animation already kicking off there. You can do the stack top, and you'll see that it drops in. I obviously can't show you all of them, but my favorite is scale and then anticipate and overshoot. So this is the only reason why I use UI mod. There's more there you can do, but GravityBox takes care of everything except for this animation thing, which I wish it does, but hey, that's the way to do it. So there you go. These are the apps that you will need. Obviously I showed you what they do, and there's still a lot more. And Xposed gel settings. This is the one we want so that we can tweak our stock launcher. We're going to go into open, allow it, there we go. And now we got to do one more reboot. So now in Xgels, we want to go into the general, and we will see what kind of stuff we can tweak out. So right now we only have 4 across. In Google search bar, you can see you can hide it instead of having to see it all the time. Home screen, how much do you want to see? You want to enable home screen columns. We can change it so we can do 5. So we can do another 5. So here we have the resizing of any widget, the size. So now we have 5 rows instead of having 4. You can change the icon sizes, the icon colors, folders, transparencies, all that good stuff, and app drawer gestures. So if you want to do like a double tap to turn off, double tap to launch something else. On the right side we drop, and up we get the drawer. Notification badges, so you can see when you get little icons, whatever messages, but you can go a lot more into depth of everything. So you've seen how I tweaked my phone so far. I mean, I started brand new to, you know, redo it again, refresh on myself, and for you guys to learn exactly how I did it all with these 5 applications is what it took me to go here. Obviously I downloaded a few more, and lastly pretty much we got screen off animation. Select animation, let's do a preview. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's the way I can turn off. Optimus G, fade tiles. Here's vertical. So I think I like the burn-in. I'll choose that. And the speed, let's see what the speed is. That's good enough. I like that. So that's all I got for now. Obviously you can tweak it a lot more than what I showed you. This is just the way I just did it right now real quickly. I am going to alter a little bit better when I'm off camera. I definitely recommend root because of this exact matter. There's still a lot more to discover, a whole much more endless possibilities with Android. Even if you don't have root or Xposed abilities on your phone, it's still an awesome phone. You can get lots of applications that allow you to get pretty close to this. A lot of people don't have navigation bars because they have hardware buttons, which is fine. I actually prefer soft key buttons because of all these cool little actions that I can do with them. I definitely recommend I'm waiting for the Nexus 6 that's possibly coming out. Or if you can't wait and you must have a new one today, then I would recommend the Nexus 5. It's not like the best camera shooter, but everything, the screen and the speed is wonderful. The battery for me lasts a long time. And that is this video. Stay tuned for the video that I'm going to show you which apps I keep. I'm not going to show you right now because I'm going to make that for another video. I don't have a ton of apps, but I'm going to show you what's on my phone 2014 edition coming soon. But I hope you enjoyed these ones. If you guys have extra ones you guys like to share or any other questions, feel free to leave me comments below. Check out the description so you can email me, follow me on other networks like Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I had fun tweaking and showing you what you could do on your phone. There's no point to change ROMs anymore when you can just keep your stock and keep updating through Google services as normal. So you'll get future updates even though you're rooted, but once you usually update the firmware from straight Google, it'll sometimes lose root, but there's workarounds where you can keep that root and or reroute again. But it's all a little process like that, and that's part of the reason why I haven't updated, because it's working fine and there's no point to update right now, but I will get to it. That's pretty much it, guys. Until next time, I will see you later. I love you, my guy. This is dedicated to you. I miss you.